What's going on, everybody? This is Joe Dickinson, and in this video I wanted to walk you through an outline of how you can create a really strong website that will help you promote your services. So obviously you're probably looking into doing web design, or maybe you're doing it right now. Maybe you have a website, it's not so great, or maybe you're just getting started. You want to do web design, you're sold on that, you're inside on the course, you're going through all of it. And I wanted to walk you through step one. So after you get through the material, you want to create a website for yourself for a couple reasons. One, it will allow you to kind of get your feet wet, right, with building a website. But number two, you're going to want to have a website when you start going and pitching clients. They might say, hey, well, can I see your website, right? So you might want to have something like that that's going to help kind of add some credibility to you. The cool thing is you can get a website built for yourself pretty quickly. And the way you do that is through finding a really awesome template that you can use, and I'm going to share some of those with you. But in this video, I'm going to swap over to my computer here in just a minute and walk you guys through like the 6 main things that you want to make sure you have on a simple website. Now, your website will grow, right, as you get more clients. You can add testimonials, but right now you probably don't have any of that, and that's okay. So I'm going to walk you through how to get started, show you exactly what or how you want to kind of get this done fast, right? So you can then start moving on and actually getting the clients, because that's what matters. So swing over to the computer with me. I'm going to walk you through it right now. All right, guys, so we are on the computer here, and I'm going to now walk you through first the key components to have on your website, and then I'm going to show you some examples. So as you're going through this, start to think to yourself like, oh, I could do this for mine or that for mine, etc. So anyways, check this out. So the key components to have on your website. Number one, get a logo in the top left corner of your website. You can just make it your name. You can just go to canva.com, by the way, and create something for yourself. So if you just go to, if I can get to it, canva.com, this is a great little piece of software to use, but just create a simple little logo for yourself. And you could literally just make it, like for me, I could just do it like Joe Dickinson in a script, or like Joe Dickinson marketing or something. So anyways, that's fine. Don't overthink this. You don't need to go hire a designer or anything, especially getting started. You can, but it's not required. So anyways, logo on the top left, and then tabs along the top that will give people kind of a quick snapshot of your services or what your website is kind of broken down into. Example, see, this is my new website, which actually we're not done. We're designing right now. Obviously, I just have 2 random guys up here. This will be a picture of me, but check this out. Website, logo right here, logo right here, and then services, portfolio, and contact. So that's basically all I want to communicate to people. What do I offer? Here's some portfolio items, which you guys probably don't have right now, but that's okay. I've got a solution for that. And then a way of contacting me. All right. So that's a really good way to kind of get the top of your site going. And then the next section is called a hero image, or a hero section typically. And that's where you want to have a strong hero image and then something that reflects your services. So check out what I've done. We help businesses start, grow, and scale using proven methods and drawing from years of experience in the digital marketing space. Then I'd put a picture of myself. So immediately I'm letting people know this is what we do. For you, it might say something like, I build world-class websites for small and medium-sized businesses to help them accelerate their results online, right? That was pretty good. I just came up with that. But anyways, you get the idea. Like immediately you want to give people a snapshot of what you offer, because you have about 3 to 5 seconds to connect with that person. And if you don't, they're off your website. So just say what it is that you do, let them know so they're like, this is great, I need a website. Now they start scrolling, right? So that's the idea there. So strong picture of you would be good here, or like a picture of something that relates to your services. So if you look, there's some templates here that I'm going to walk you through. But guys, a lot of these templates that you can go ahead and utilize, that I'm going to show you exactly how to do, they've already got some good imagery in here. Like imagine you use this template. Cool little thing here, and then you just change out the text a little bit. So you get the idea probably of how that works. These are just some different templates that you can kind of utilize. I'm going to show you some of these in just a minute, but you get the idea, right, of that top hero section. So pretty simple. Don't sweat this too much. You don't need to go get a great solid picture of you, and that prolongs the time it takes for you to launch your website. Just go put something up there that it relates. Maybe it could be like just even a website mock-up or something. But like I said, when you start to dig into like one of these templates that I'm going to show you how to go grab, just use some of the imagery they probably already have inside of the template. All right. So that's that. Next thing is services you offer. So this is a really big one. You got to let people know, obviously, what it is that you can provide. So for me, check out what I did. We are a digital marketing agency that offers a full suite of marketing services to our clients. We offer everything because we know how to do everything. You probably don't know how to do everything, but that's okay. So you might want to just start with world-class web design and just have, what it is, maybe a little picture of some web design stuff. You can just go to like shutterstock.com, for example. This is another great place. Costs a little bit of money to download images, but there's good ones. So you could type in like web design. And check this out. All really good imagery that you can just, download. So you could download this one right here. Or you could download this image or whatever you want to do. And you can go ahead and actually put it right inside of your website right here. And then you just write a little bit about what it is that you provide. All right. So services you offer. So for me, I've done it like this. You guys see how I have like a bunch of different stuff that we obviously offer. Once again, this is just a mock-up. We're not done. I got to get rid of all this white space. So there's a lot of work still to be done here, but this is an example of listing out some services. Here's another example. This is one of my softwares that we built, but check out how I did it on here. See how it's a bit more kind of like grid-ish? Complete marketing CRM. So you'd be like web design, Facebook and Instagram ads, branding and consulting, or whatever it might be. So it's pretty much just headline, image, text. So that's really it. So that's kind of that next section is services that you offer. Next is testimonials. So I'll go to my website. Boom, I'm going to put a little video here like, are you a fit for us? And I'm going to shoot a video just because I love doing video, as you guys probably know. So I'm going to shoot a video right here. You don't need to do that, but that's another little added section that I have. But check out what I've got now. Some of our favorite clients we've worked with, testimonials. Now, if you've got testimonials already, great. If you don't, because you're just getting started, then that's totally fine too. This will come with time. You don't need testimonials to make the sale. It makes the sale a bit easier, but you don't need them. So anyways, if you don't have testimonials yet, what I'd recommend you do is instead of doing a section like this, maybe replace this with like this line right here. Replace this line with our favorite web design projects, or you could say something like some of our favorite web design styles. So imagine you put this line right here, and then you put one smaller line and smaller text below it that maybe says like, see anything you like, ? So you're literally asking the person that, and then all you got to do is like this image I just grabbed, go grab an image of some website mock-ups. Doesn't mean you have had to do them. You're just showing people some website styles that they can look at, and they might see this one in the middle and be like, oh, I love that. I would want a style like that, right? So all you got to do to get something like that is just come over to like Squarespace or Wix and look at their templates here. And literally all I did was I just took a screenshot of all these three together. So this looks pretty familiar to what I've got here, right? So what I use is I just use like a screen capture tool. So if you go to Google, I'm not sure if it still is called this, but I use Jing screen capture. I think it's called something different now. Oh no, Jing for Mac. So if you have a Mac, you can use this. You probably can go ahead and it's TechSmith capture. So download this, but this allows you to essentially grab a screenshot of something on your computer. So what I'd recommend is like take a screenshot of these three, and then take maybe a screenshot of these three, and you could basically run this and then three more below it and put that on your website here. So instead, you're showing people examples of some different website templates, and the idea is to get them to look at one and be like, oh my gosh, I love that. And now they're hitting you up and saying, hey, I really love the look of that middle website in the top row. Can we make something like that for me? Or whatever. So that's a good way of getting some stuff on there before you get some testimonials of real websites that you've built. A section about you. This one is huge. I think you should certainly do that. I actually haven't worked that into this one just yet. However, my old website, I have this. So if you just go to mobilemindagency.com right now, you're going to see a section about me, which is somewhere in here. Here it is. Boom. So quick little section on me. So just picture, very quick write-up. And that's really it. You can also see like Joe Dickinson Official. This is my personal branding website. But you're going to see same kind of deal over here. Bada bing, bada boom, right? Little bio on me. People buy into people. People do business with people, right? So make sure you let people know who you are. So a little section about you. And then of course, and the last one, and probably the most important, right, is a way of contacting you. So for me, I've got book a call, book a call, book a call buttons everywhere for me. For you, it's probably going to be a little bit different. where you probably, especially right out of the gate, guys, you're going to want two things. One, a contact form. So if we go over here, let me just show you an example of that. It might be on here. So you can just make, all these websites usually come with something like this out of the gate that you can just modify. So when you create a contact form, typically when people fill this out, you will get an email from like the website provider, whether it's Wix or Squarespace or whatever you're using. They'll probably email you and say, hey, someone has contacted you on your website, and you'll be able to see their information. So not only are you going to want like a contact form, but I'd also recommend when you're getting out of the gate, put a phone number and an email or something on there that people can reach out to you with. The less hoops someone has to jump through, the better. A lot of people like to do what? Pick up the phone, text or call. So allow people as you're going to do that. Make it easy for people to get a hold of you. This is a good example of this is a real estate agent that if you went through the course, by the way, you probably know this. He's the guy I built his website for, but you can see like I've got his number all over this stuff. The reason why is so people can immediately reach out to this dude because he just cares about getting those conversations started. I highly recommend that you do the same. All right. So anyways, that's a really big one. Get your phone number, text message, or say like call or text me anytime. And then of course a contact form. So anyways, that's like the main components. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how to get a website up and going very quickly. So a couple things you can do. Number one is you can just go to, for example, Wix.com. If you want to build your site on Wix or Squarespace or WordPress, it's totally up to you. But go to, and Wix and Squarespace are probably the number one and number two easiest to use. But if you go to Wix.com, for example, I actually don't know because I just Googled Wix templates. And then when I clicked on that, it brought me to a page like this where you can see different templates. And then you can browse by businesses and services. And then you can go into, there's marketing somewhere. Well, here you go. So these are the marketing ones. But guys, look at all these templates that you can use. Like, let's click try it for this one. We specialize in strategy, design, and marketing. You could keep this background image. You could keep this. You could keep this. You could put a picture of you right here. Change this. So you guys get the idea. You can just use a template that's already there. Like a lot of this stuff's obviously not relevant to you and you'd have to delete off of it, right? But you can start with just using a template. Here's another simple one. Here's a little landing page. We're not going to worry about that one. Here's another one. Our services, who we are, our work. You don't have work yet, so maybe change this to like some of our favorite designs, right? But the point I'm making here is, and guys, you can come to Squarespace if you want to use Squarespace and look at some of their templates. Just use a template, right, to get started. Modify it a little bit so you've got something up that's professional, that's clean, that's easy to contact you. If you've got pictures of yourself, obviously put them in there. If you don't, just grab your phone and get a couple of good pictures of yourself, and put them on the website if you can. But don't overthink this. A lot of people that I teach and some of my students, they think they need to create this like unreal website for themselves. When in reality, I didn't even start with a website. I was getting web design clients without even having a website. And I'm not saying that you should do that. I'm just saying that like, don't sweat it. Your whole website thing means nothing if you can't go get clients. So get a basic website up, go get 1 or 2 clients, and then grow your website and add to it as you go. It's not, it's important, but it's not a make or break. What's going to be a make or break is you showing a client, hey, here's a website we could build for you. We could make something look similar to this. And they say, okay, I want to do it. You do the job or two, and then you start to, you get money in the bank. You start to get these jobs moving. You get your feet wet, your experience going. Then you can use a lot of that material in your website and let it grow. So hopefully that made sense. If you have any questions, of course, reach out. If you don't have the market, or if you don't have the web design course yet, but you want it, all you got to do is go to learnit.online, and it will pull right up for you where you can opt in and grab some information right here. And that's it. So with that being said, I appreciate all you guys. If you have any questions, reach out to us via email, etc. And we look forward to helping you scale and grow your marketing agency. All right, my friends. See you. Bye-bye.